Ladies and gentlemen, we have a brand new Firebase Z gameplay trailer to dive into. If you're excited, drop the thumbs up. Let's jump into it, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go from TREYARCH themselves. Oh my god. We really are getting gameplay.
Firebase Z is the map that really lets us explore the character of Samantha Maxis to an extent that we never ever have before. Maschine was really introducing people to the Dark Aether storyline, which, you know, as I've said in the past, only exists because of everything that had gone before, but it now has a whole new trajectory, and Firebase Z is the one that really makes it explode.
Ah, yes.
What I love about Firebase Z is that it's set in Vietnam. In this all-new experience, we've broken the map up into 2 locations.
Okay.
Firebase, which is the facility where scientists and soldiers do experiments and mine the Dark Aether.
Ooh,
and then we have the village, that's where the scientists sleep and do all their research.
Oh, the Pack-a-Punch machine. Okay. So the Pack-a-Punch is in the village.
The way you play in Maschine might not necessarily translate over to Firebase Z. The low-end level design of Outpost 25 calls back a little bit to Moon in that you start in the village and then take a teleporter over to the outpost itself.
Oh my god, okay.
Once you're at the outpost, there's a bit of a central area, a hub, if you will, that players can choose what path they want to go to. They can run around the outside of the map itself and the outer edge.
Okay, protect the collection units.
You know, working on a zombies map is a very interesting experience. I've been working on
Collin
zombies
Ayers,
maps since Call of Duty World at War. A lot of the way we do the sound design for these maps is still kind of rooted in how we did it back then. It's very seat of your pants, wild and crazy. Let's try and make this stuff sound really cool, scary, creepy. Nothing's off the table when it comes to zombie sound design because of the world that they inhabit.
Oh my god, this map is going to be so good. You can just tell by the effort they've put into every part of this map.
Outpost 25 is an Omega outpost, and they're doing a lot of science experiments. There's a lot of different little things, mechanics that you can interact with. It'll be up to players to kind of discover how they work.
It's like the Groff modules from Grigori. Ooh.
I'm most excited for players to
experience
these assault rounds. It's a very different way of playing than you're used to. Follows more of like the holdout style of gameplay, but it's not so static. You still have to move around.
Artillery strike and napalm strike start to become key at the higher rounds, especially in the assault rounds, because it's just excellent crowd
the
control.
napalm strike is essentially a bit like the G strike by the looks of it.
Standing at an elevated position, kind of looking down at the defense lines while these artillery strikes are just bombarding the play space. It's awesome.
When we got together to try to brainstorm ideas for new enemies, you know, there's lots of different ideas that came about.
The new boss.
You know, the one we kind of gravitated towards was this idea of the ambush style enemy.
Now the Mimic is tricky. This guy hides out as items, and as you approach them, transforms into this
that's frightening.
That grabs you, suck you in, bite you.
Oh my god, it really is like prop hunt.
See something
and like the
sitting around and wonder
Nosferatus.
why nobody picked it up. Why is that awesome item still sitting there? It's probably a Mimic.
So we got to look for like purple,
the
blue glowing items.
K84, or as we like to call it, the Requiem.
Here we go.
It's based on an old Russian prototype under weapon that never saw the light of day. It's built using parts from an AK-74, married with experimental technology.
Maxis' contact will help us infiltrate.
Okay, this is round 1, spawn room. Let's see. Pack-a-Punch is in the spawn room, ladies and gentlemen, and there he is. He's behind it.
When we started this Dark Aether story, it was kind of daunting in some ways because, you know, a lot of us have been working on zombies since the beginning, and that's where the excitement, particularly with this fresh start and the Dark Aether story, has been kind of reinvigorating for the team. I don't think I've ever felt as excited about post-launch seasons of content as I do this year.
Damn.
I think people are probably, when they get to the end of this, they're going to look back at what we've done and go, I did not see that coming.
If any harm
okay.
comes to her,
all right, Craig, you got me really excited now. Even more excited than before. That was an incredible look. I think we need to go back and look at some of the gameplay bits now and break it down. So we get a much better look at the overall environments that we're going to be in. So this is the spawn room. This is the firebase. You can see we have the Tombstone Soda perk right there. This is a look at some of the offices, and I think this could be like the radio room that we might actually be able to go into separate from Ravenov. We can see Juggernog there is on the side behind a like a staircase there. This is the spawn room right here. We are very well aware that this is the spawn room now, and the Pack-a-Punch machine is in there, which is nuts. The Pack-a-Punch is essentially right in the spawn. We just obviously don't have it activated straight away. And yeah, look, there it is. It's the exact same Pack-a-Punch machine from Die Maschine. It's no different. It looks amazing. I'm really excited for this. The fact they described the beginning as Moon is incredibly exciting because you think of No Man's Land and just a massive rush of zombies. But here is how we power up the map, like we saw in the trailer. It's an ether reactor, and we have to protect the collection units. There are multiple units that we have to protect that zombies are going to be attracted to and attack, a bit like Grigori with the Groff module. Now, it seems like they have quite a long time to charge, but when they are fully charged, this is going to release a surge of Dark Aether energy, which is what powers the rest of the facility and opens it up. But we can see these chambers here. I'm getting, like, you know, real sort of Horizon Drac level excitement vibes here, because that map obviously had a lot to live up to from Shadows of Evil, and it delivered. And I really think that this map is going to be a very similar thing. Here we go, another look at protecting the collection units. This is in a separate room to what we saw before, but you can see there is this upstairs bit where there are a protection unit there, and there's also one behind the player. And as we see here, there's an objective started, which is to defend an ether reactor, where there's an assault wave incoming. So it's a bit like a mini exfil, where at the end, we're not exfilling. Instead, we're going to either get rewarded with another part of the map opening or potentially something else. But we see in the trailer this crazy surge of waves of zombies. And it makes sense now why that was there, because it didn't look like playable area where the trenches are going to be where we're going to be running around, but it's more so we're defending that from zombies. And we see it here, there's a fire control unit health, and you can see we've got the napalm. So it looks like there's Dark Aether anomaly portals that open with zombies just fully storming towards us that we have to, you know, defend and protect this area from, which is incredibly exciting. You can see Captain Ravenov talks to us in game now rather than Grigori Weaver, which is confirmed now. And we can see that we have the napalm and how exactly it works. It's pretty much a G-strike, but it looks pretty devastating, and I'm really excited for that. And then we get another more closer look, and we can see the player has the Tombstone soda perk, so we can see what that thing looks like. You can see it in the bottom there next to Juggernog and to Speed Cola. Man, so far this map looks absolutely gorgeous. I love the color palette. Just everything about this looks incredible. We've obviously got the Mangler. This is round 15. They are back in the spawn area at round 15, probably for Pack-a-Punch or for some other reason. And here we see the Mimic. You can see multiple pads as well on the mini map, shows us the teleporter pad. So it's confirmed now that there are multiple, and if they are like Horizon Drac, we're probably going to have to go to those pads and activate it before we can use the launcher to actually launch ourselves over onto it. Here we're on round 13 in the barracks, and you can see the example of the Mimic hiding as just a little bit of salvage, but you can see it looks almost exactly like a normal drop. It didn't look different. It's only when you get close to it that it actually appears. And like the fact that it can grab you like that, it is purely like an animation of the Nosferatus from Dead of the Night there. They're really playing with our emotions. And then further back looking, so when we spawn in, the first step is to enter the teleporter. That's the first thing for getting the power on, for getting anything done. But that is insane that the Pack-a-Punch is right there and there, and Ravenov is there as well. It's going to be interesting. You can see there's a little sort of circular bit for you to talk to him, but it's going to be really interesting to see just how this all plays out. This looks amazing. I was not expecting this whatsoever, but our first actual gameplay of Firebase Z ahead of its drop on Thursday. If you guys enjoyed this video, you've noticed anything that I didn't notice in this video, let me know in the comment section down below. Drop the video a like if you're excited. We'll be covering this map so heavily on Thursday when it drops super early in the morning, and then the Easter egg hunt commencing on the following Friday at 5 p.m. UK time, 9 a.m. Pacific, midday Eastern time. I'm just so excited that Craig said by the end of this map, we just won't see it coming. This is going to have an incredible ending. I cannot wait to see it. I'll catch you guys then.